Hi, Sandra here from Create in Spain. Today's card is going to be a slider card and I've got the piece cut out ready. I will link the file below that gives you this particular cutout and indeed the shape for the rabbits that I've drawn here. So this is obviously going to be an Easter card. We've got eggs, we've got rabbits. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be Easter, isn't it? Now, because I've got a white card here and I want this to go on top of it and to basically look like part of the card, I need to put some colour in here too. And I know which colour I'm going to be using, so what I'm going to do is get a piece of glass tile, put some colour on here, a tiny little drop of glycerin which does help the dye to sort of move around somewhat, and get that onto my blending tool and then go with this, and I want it to be roughly there, I think. That should do the trick, I would think. Yes, it does indeed. And just in case there's anything else that's going to show under there, I'm going to put in some green as well on that bottom portion. There we are. So that bit's done. Oops, sending my inks going flying there. So that will go on top of there, and you've just got a hint of the green at the bottom, which is all I needed. So I need to colour this piece in, and obviously that's just going to be more of the same. Now I've got paper underneath because it does make it easier for a clean-up, and it means that I'm not likely to put the finished card onto a dirty surface, which is always a danger. Right, so I've done that and I want to just add a little bit of detail to this, and all I'm going to do is some scribbly sort of things to indicate some grass, like so. Nothing very serious at all going on in this one. It's not going to be a complicated card. So we have that and we have that. We need to add some tape, some foam tape to the outside of this to raise it up, and a little bit in there as well. But what you have to be aware of is where have I got it? The Easter egg, which I'm going to have going through here. It will go on this coin, and I've just got a small circle of the foam tape on here. So that would go on there, and it's got to be able to manoeuvre around. So you need to make sure when you do this, when you turn it over, that you're not going to put any tape too near this, because it will stop everything from moving and just completely ruin the card. So I have some foam tape here, which is only got a covering on one side because it came off of a reel. Now if you pull it out and you try and cut it without putting it onto a surface like this, it's just a vinyl backing, it's really horrendously difficult to cut, and it will gum up your scissors and it will make a right mess. It will not be fun. But if you put it on a backing, you can cut it so that it's narrower very easily indeed. So then what you need to do is to put your coin underneath and to find out where the middle of it is, and then to stick your thing there. I'll do it from this side because it'll be easier, because I have already put the dot onto the front. So if I put that like that, that is pretty much in the middle, and it will slide beautifully from one side to the other. Ta-da! Now, one thing I did learn is that complicated shapes do not work that well for this kind of thing. I did one before and I've spent hours today trying to get it working, which was sort of like this, and it didn't. It just would not work no matter what I did to it. If I got it so that it would work so it would go round, this gap had to be so big that the coin fell out. A complete and utter disaster. Alright, so I'm going to take off all these bits. In fact, I don't even need to have that stuck down particularly, but I will do. I'll take off all my foam backings here. Oops, I've already taken that one off. Okay, so I'm going to put the card upright, line up the sides, and then I know it's going to be in the right place. There. And so I've got my two little rabbits. Now in the file I give you the cutout shape for the rabbit, but not the actual features for it, because you can just draw them on. It's not that complicated. And the other one is going to go in that direction because he's kicking the Easter egg to his friend. There we are. It will go around just about. As I could have probably done with an extra layer of tape under there, but to be honest, I've spent so long trying to sort this card out, it's not going to happen. Right, so I want to stick on some more Easter eggs, and you can add a sentiment to that as well. Now I'm just going to have a little bit of fun. I'm going to put some silvery little dots in just because I like them, and it just adds some extra interest. Some little gold dots, even, dots, whatever next, on the grass. And there we go, a fun little Easter card for children. On a slightly different note, if you're interested in how I did my nails, there will be a video coming up on that. But yeah, I've been having some fun doing nails, so I decided to do nail art videos on Fridays. My normal crafting videos will remain on a schedule of Thursdays and Sundays. Take care now, bye bye.